Unlocking English Fluency, from Broken English to Mastery. Welcome, English learners. Are you ready to embark on an incredible journey toward fluency? Wow, you're about to discover how you can transform your English skills and speak like a native. This essay is designed for you. Clear, simple, engaging, and above all, motivational. We're going to dive deep into effective learning techniques, share personal success stories, and offer practical tips to keep you on track. Amazing. Let's get started. The beginning of the journey, setting your goal. Every journey begins with a goal, and yours is to speak English fluently. Setting a clear and strong goal is the foundation of your success. Without a goal, it's like trying to navigate through a dense forest without a map. Frustrating, confusing, and discouraging. Setting a clear goal is crucial because it gives you direction, purpose, and motivation. Whether your goal is to land a better job, travel confidently, communicate effectively, or connect with new people, write it down. This simple act makes your goal tangible and keeps you focused on the prize. Personal reflection. When I started my journey to learn English, my goal was crystal clear. I wanted to speak English fluently just like a native. I was tired of people not understanding me, tired of feeling left out of conversations, tired of the embarrassment when I couldn't find the right words. So, I wrote down my goal. I will speak English fluently. I didn't stop there. I put this goal everywhere. On my desk, in my wallet, and even on the ceiling above my bed. It became my daily reminder to keep pushing forward, no matter how challenging it got. Imagine yourself speaking English fluently. How incredible would that be? Picture it, feel the confidence in your voice, and let that vision drive you forward every single day. Every action you take, every word you learn, and every sentence you practice brings you closer to that dream. Every step you take is progress, so keep that vision alive and let it fuel your motivation. Taking action, the path to fluency. Setting a goal is just the beginning. To achieve it, you need to take action. This is where the real work begins, but it's also where the magic happens. Remember, it's not about what you can do, it's about what you will do. Consistent, deliberate action is the bridge between where you are now and where you want to be. Let's explore some powerful techniques that will help you on your path to English fluency. Shadowing, imitate to master. One of the most effective techniques for improving your speaking skills is shadowing. Shadowing is a method where you listen to a native speaker and repeat what they say as quickly as possible, mimicking their pronunciation, intonation, and rhythm. This technique helps you build fluency by training your brain to think in English and your mouth to move naturally. It's like having a personal tutor, except it's you doing the work. Practical steps. 1. Choose your material. Start with short, simple sentences from podcasts, YouTube videos, or your favorite TV shows. As you gain confidence, gradually increase the difficulty. 2. Listen and repeat. Play a sentence, pause the audio, and repeat it aloud, trying to match the speaker's speed and pronunciation as closely as possible. 3. Practice regularly. Dedicate at least 10 to 15 minutes each day to shadowing. The more consistent you are, the faster you'll see improvement. Success story. I remember when I first started shadowing, I chose a news podcast with clear and slow English. At first, I found it difficult to keep up, but with each day, I noticed my confidence growing. Soon, I could mimic entire sentences with ease, and my pronunciation improved dramatically. Shadowing became one of my favorite techniques because it allowed me to practice speaking without the pressure of live conversation. Reading aloud boosts your confidence. Reading aloud is another fantastic way to improve your English. It's a simple yet powerful exercise that helps with pronunciation, vocabulary, and confidence. When you read aloud, you're not only practicing how to say the words, but you're also getting used to the rhythm and flow of English. Choose materials that interest you, books, articles, or even social media posts, and make it a daily habit. You'll be amazed at how much your speaking skills will improve with this consistent practice. Practical steps. 1. Select interesting material. Pick a book, article, or any content that captivates. The more interested you are, the more motivated you'll be to practice. 2. Read aloud slowly. Start by reading aloud slowly, focusing on each word's pronunciation. Gradually increase your speed as you become more comfortable. 3. Record yourself. Occasionally record yourself reading aloud. Listen to the recording to identify areas for improvement, such as mispronounced words or awkward pauses. Personal experience. Every morning I used to read an English newspaper aloud. Initially, it was awkward, and I stumbled over many words. But I kept at it, and over time, my pronunciation improved significantly. Reading aloud also helped me become more confident in my speaking ability. It became a ritual that not only enhanced my English skills, but also made me feel more connected to the language and culture. Thinking aloud, train your brain. Thinking aloud might sound a bit strange, but it's incredibly effective. When you think in English, you're forcing your brain to process information in the language you're learning. This practice helps you form sentences faster and more naturally, which is crucial for fluency. Start by describing your surroundings, thoughts, or your plans for the day out loud, in English. It might feel silly at first, but it's a great way to practice forming sentences spontaneously without overthinking. Practical steps. 1. Describe your environment. Start by narrating your daily activities or surrounding. For example, I am walking to the store. Weather is sunny and warm. 2. Talk through your thoughts. Whenever you're thinking about something, try verbalizing it in English. This could be anything from your grocery list, planning your day. 3. Practice regularly. The more you practice thinking aloud, the more natural it will become. Aim to spend at least 5 to 10 minutes a day on this exercise. Amazing insight. A friend of mine struggled with thinking in English. He often translated from his native language, which slowed him down and made conversations difficult. After a few weeks of practicing thinking aloud, he noticed a significant improvement. His thoughts began to flow more naturally in English, and he became much more confident in conversations. This technique really helped him break through the mental barrier of constantly translating from his native language. Following through. Key to success. Consistency is the key to mastering English. Following through with your practice every day, even when it's tough, is what will make the biggest difference. It's not enough to practice only when you feel like it. You need to make English a part of your daily routine. It's better to practice for 20 minutes daily than for 2 hours once a week. This consistency is what builds the muscle memory and mental patterns needed to speak fluently. Make English a daily habit. Dealing with setback. Stay motivated. Let's be real. Learning a language isn't always easy. There will be days when you feel like you're not making any progress, when you're frustrated, or even when you want to give up. But remember, setbacks are part of the journey. The most important thing is to keep going, even when it gets tough. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to grow and improve. Motivational tip. Celebrate your small victory. Did you have a conversation in English today? Fantastic. Did you learn a new word? Awesome. These small wins add up and keep you motivated. Remember, every step forward is progress, no matter how small it seems. Success is built one step at a time, so keep pushing forward and don't be too hard on yourself. Setting short-term and long-term goals. In addition to your main goal, it's important to set both short-term and long-term goals. Short-term goals give you something immediate to aim for, while long-term goals keep you focused on the bigger picture. Both are essential for staying motivated and on track. Example: short-term goal. Learn 10 new English words each week. These words could be related to your work, hobbies, or even everyday conversation. Long-term goal. Hold a 30-minute conversation in English within 6 months. This could be with a language partner, a tutor, even in a social setting. Practical steps. 1. Write down your goals. Just like with your main goal, write down your short-term and long-term goals. Place them somewhere visible to keep them top of mind. 2. Review regularly. Take time each week to review your progress. Are you hitting your short-term goals? Are you getting closer to your long-term goal? Adjust as needed. 3. Celebrate milestones. When you achieve a goal, take a moment to celebrate. This positive reinforcement will keep you motivated to tackle the next challenge. Practical tips for mastering English. Let's dive deeper into some additional practical tips that will take your English to the next level. Improving listening skills. Listening is a crucial part of language learning. The more you listen, the more familiar you become with the sounds, rhythms, and patterns of English. It also helps you understand the nuances of the language, such as intonation, emphasis, and slang. Tips. 1. Diversify your sources. Don't limit yourself to just one type of listening material. Listen to podcasts, audiobooks, radio shows, and even songs. Each offers a different style of language. 2. Watch movies and TV shows. Choose English movies or TV shows with subtitles. Start by watching with subtitles in your native language, then switch to English subtitles, and finally watch without any subtitles. This progression will help you improve both your listening and reading skills. 3. Practice with different accents. English is spoken with many different accents: British, American, Australian, etc. Practice listening to these different accents to improve your comprehension and adaptability. Personal experience. I used to struggle with understanding different English accents, especially the British and Australian ones. So, I made it a point to listen to podcasts and watch shows from those regions. At first, it was challenging, but over time, I became more comfortable with the variations in pronunciation and vocabulary. Now, I can easily switch between understanding different accents, which has made me much more confident in international conversation. Writing practice. Writing is another excellent way to reinforce what you've learned and improve your overall language skill. Writing helps you think more critically about word choice, sentence structure, and grammar. It also allows you to express your thoughts in a more organized and coherent way. Tips. 1. Keep a daily journal. Start a journal where you write about your day, your thoughts, or anything that interests you. This daily practice will help you improve your writing skills and also give you a way to track progress. 2. Practice writing emails or letters. Write emails or letters to friends in English. This is a great way to practice formal writing and improve your ability to communicate clearly and effectively. 3. Join online forums. Participate in online forums or social media groups where you can practice writing in English. Engaging in discussions with others will help you improve your writing and expose you to different perspectives. Personal reflection. Writing has always been a crucial part of my language learning journey. I started by keeping a journal, where I wrote down my thoughts in English every day. At first, it was difficult. I often had to look up words or phrases. But as time went on, writing in English became more natural, and I found myself needing to look up words less and less. Writing also helped me internalize grammar rules and expand my vocabulary, which in turn improved my speaking skills. Using English on social media. Social media is a powerful tool for language learners. It offers endless opportunities to immerse yourself in English, connect with native speakers, and practice your skills in real time. Tips. 1. Follow English-speaking influencers. Follow influencers or educational pages that post content in English. This will expose you to everyday English, slang, and cultural references. 2. Engage in conversations. Don't just passively consume content. Engage with it. Comment on posts in English, respond to others, and start conversations. This is a great way to practice your writing and get real-time feedback. 3. Create your own content. Start posting your own content in English, whether it's a tweet, a blog post, or a video. Creating content will help you build confidence and improve your writing and speaking skills. Success story. I started using social media as part of my English learning routine by following English-speaking influencers and joining English-speaking groups. I began commenting on posts, asking questions, and even sharing my own thoughts in English. Over time, I became more confident in my ability to express myself, and I made connections with native speakers who helped me improve even further. Social media became not just a learning tool, but also a way to make meaningful connections with others. Common questions from English Learners section. Let's address some of the most common questions English learners have. These questions often come up as learners progress on their journey, and having clear answers can help keep you on track. Q. How long will it take to speak English fluently? The time it takes to become fluent depends on many factors, including how much time you dedicate to practice, current level, and your learning method. Some people see significant improvement within 6 months of consistent practice. E is to stay consistent and motivated. Don't rush the process and celebrate your progress along the way. Q. Should I focus on British or American English? Ed. It depends on your goals. If you plan to live or work in the UK, focus on British English. If you're more likely to interact with Americans, focus on American English. Key is to choose one and stick with it, especially at the beginning. Mixing accents can lead to confusion, so it's best to master one before exploring others. What if I make mistakes when speaking? A. Making mistakes is part of the learning process. Don't be afraid to make them. Each mistake is a step toward improvement. Remember, even native speakers make mistakes. The important thing is to learn from them and keep going. The more you practice, the fewer mistakes you'll make, and the more confident you'll become. Cultural insights. Understanding English-speaking cultures. Language and culture are deeply connected. To truly master English, it's important to understand the cultures of English-speaking countries. This knowledge will not only help you understand the language better, but will also make your communication more effective and meaningful. Cultural insight. Politeness. In many English-speaking cultures, politeness is crucial. Phrases like please, thank you, and excuse me are used frequently and are a sign of respect. Understanding when and how to use these phrases is important for effective communication. Humor. Understanding humor can be challenging. It's a big part of communication in English-speaking cultures. Humor often involves wordplay, cultural references, and sarcasm. Watching English comedies or stand-up shows and help you pick up on common jokes and cultural nuances. Small talk. In countries like the US and UK, small talk is a way to build rapport and start conversation. Common topics include the weather, sports, or current events. Being able to engage in small talk is an important social skill that can help you connect with others. When I first started interacting with native English speakers, I found small talk particularly challenging. Felt superficial and different from the direct conversations I was used to in my culture. However, as I learned more about the importance of small talk in building relationships, I began to appreciate it. I started practicing small talk in everyday situations, the grocery store, in a coffee shop, or with colleagues. Over time, it became easier, and I found that it helped me connect with people more easily. Debunking myths about learning English. Let's clear up some common misconceptions about learning English. These myths can be discouraging, but the truth is much more positive and empowering. Myth 1. You need to live in an English-speaking country to become fluent. False. You can become fluent without ever leaving your home country. With today's technology, you have access to English through the internet, movies, books, and more. The key is immersion. Surround yourself with English in as many ways as possible, even if you're not in an English-speaking country. Myth 2. Children learn languages faster than adults. Not necessarily. Adults can learn languages just as effectively as children, especially when they have strong motivation and a good learning strategy. While children may pick up accents more easily, adults have the advantage of experience, discipline, and a clearer understanding of grammar and language rules. Myth 3. You need to have a language learning talent to succeed. No way. Learning a language is a skill, and like any skill, it can be developed with practice. Persistence and consistency are much more important than any natural ability. The more effort you put into learning, the better you will become, regardless of any perceived talent. Personal reflection. When I first started learning English, I believed that I didn't have the talent for language. I struggled with pronunciation and grammar, and it seemed like progress was slow. But I didn't give up. Kept practicing day after day, and eventually I started to see real improvement. That's when I realized that language learning isn't about talent, it's about perseverance. If you're willing to put in the work, you can achieve fluency no matter where you start. Interactive exercise. Practice makes perfect. Ready to put everything you've learned into action? Let's do some interactive exercises. These exercises are designed to help you apply what you've learned in practical, engaging ways. Exercise 1. Daily Speaking Challenge. Every day, choose a topic, e.g., hobbies, plans for the weekend, a recent experience, and talk about it in English for 5 minutes. You can do this in front of a mirror, with a language partner, or even record yourself. Key is to practice speaking spontaneously without worrying too much about mistakes. Tip: try to use new vocabulary words you've learned recently. This will help reinforce your learning and make your conversations more dynamic. Exercise 2. Vocabulary building. Pick 10 new English words each week. Write them down, create sentences with them, and try to incorporate them into your daily conversation. You can also use flashcards or language apps to help you memorize these words. Tip: focus on words that are relevant to your life or goals. For example, you work in technology, learn technical terms. If you enjoy cooking, learn food-related vocabulary. Exercise 3. Listening comprehension. Watch a short video in English, a TED Talk, a YouTube tutorial, or a news clip, and summarize what you heard in your own words. This will help improve your listening and comprehension skills. Tip: start with videos that have subtitles and gradually move to videos without subtitles as your listening skills improve. Bonus exercise: after summarizing, try discussing the content with a friend or language partner. This not only reinforces what you've learned, but also helps you practice expressing complex ideas in English. Conclusion, recap, and encouragement. Wow, you've reached the end of this comprehensive guide, and you're now equipped with the tools and strategies to take your English to the next level. Let's recap the key points. 1. Set your goal. Clear, strong goal is the foundation of your success. Write it down, keep it visible, and let it drive your actions every day. 2. Take action. Use powerful techniques like shadowing, reading aloud to practice and improve your English. Remember, it's not about what you can do, it's about what you will do. 3. Follow through. Consistency is key. Make English a part of your daily routine, and don't give up when challenges arise. Every small step forward is progress. 4. Practical tips. Improve your listening, writing, and social media skills by engaging with English content daily. These practical tips will help you build fluency faster. 5. Stay motivated. Set both short-term and long-term goals, and celebrate your progress along the way. Stay positive, and remember that setbacks are just part of the journey. 6. Cultural insights. Understanding English-speaking cultures will help you communicate more effectively and appreciate the nuances of the language. 7. Debunking myths. Don't let misconceptions hold you back. Anyone can learn English with persistence and the right strategy. Final encouragement. Learning English is not just about mastering a language, it's about opening up a world of opportunities. Whether for work, travel, or personal growth, becoming fluent in English can change your life in ways you can't even imagine. So take that first step today. Keep pushing forward, and never give up. Your fluency is just around the corner. Remember, you can do it. Let's embark on this journey together. Let's get started.